Hello, hello, hello. Hello. How is everyone doing today? Quite well. I'm trying to figure out. I'm gonna switch something, see if it might cause my stream to end. So just a second. Alright. I did. Alright. Okay! Alright. Let's switch these around. There we go. Alright. We've got it. Okay. So... we are going to be working on a thumbnail today. Now, this thumbnail is for a project that's not going to be done until at least a year later. So this thumbnail can be redone at any time. This is more of a concept thumbnail, if anything. I'm trying to... I don't entirely know what I'm going to do for this thumbnail, so we'll fill some things out. We'll sketch a few things, we'll choose what we like, and then when it actually comes to actually posting this thing, we can always go back and change the thumbnail because our art style is going to change eventually. So this is more of a draft for a thumbnail than the full thumbnail. I'll probably still treat it like a full thumbnail, but this is more so just to get an idea as to how the thumbnail may look like. So yeah. Let me switch this over. Alright. No. My OBS is disconnected. Sorry, what? Okay. Is the stream okay, guys? I think it's okay. I think our stream is okay. I'm sorry about that, guys. That was my bad. Alright. Radio. Okay, so if you don't know, I am making an indie series. An indie animated series. It's gonna be very interesting animated. It's gonna be 2.5D animated, so that's gonna be pretty interesting on that. It's basically gonna be one of those series it's gonna be a slow burn series, but it's gonna get like really, really action-packed and dark at the end. Extremely dark. It gets kind of to that point like halfway through a little bit. It starts getting like darker like halfway through. I think it's in like the third or fourth episode. Fourth episode for sure, third-ish episode. I know there's a fight in the third episode. There's a fight in the third episode, and then the fourth episode goes over some really dark topics. So it does, like, really, really, like, it goes really dark after the third or fourth episode, but the first few episodes, the first, second, and not really most of the third episode is flashback, so there isn't really much to talk about with the third episode all that much. But yeah. So yeah. Basically, anyways, so the story's a dystopian story. Let me okay. We have a few, so we're gonna make each character one at a time. We're gonna make a few different versions of each character for, like, expression's sake. So, like, our protagonist has a few different moments. Like, if I want to give the coolness factor, because this series definitely is more, like, action-packed and stuff near the end of it. It's not really like that at the beginning, but I really want to kind of sell the fact that it's kind of like that at the beginning. Just so then people understand that even though it's low-key and chill for a little bit, does not mean it's going to be like that all the time. Let's see. So, like, I'm thinking... Okay. So usually something I've noticed is that a lot of like first thumbnails, for example, when it comes to like indie shows specifically, are all usually happy hunky dory. Like they're usually really really happy. But the thing is that this series has is only gonna have one season, and it has a lot to cover. So it can't be 2 seasons. So the issue with it is that it's gonna need to be a little bit dark and dramatic for its first season. Like, yeah, so like the Digital Circus pilot, okay, that one's not really happy hunky dory, but it had Pomni and Kane are in the very front of it, and it's very visual style. Oh my god. And it's when they're going in between the void and stuff. And then we have, let's look at Murder Drones pilot. Murder Drones pilot, yeah. I didn't even notice the pile of corpses for that. That's sick. Okay, that's awesome, dude. So like it really doesn't matter how you do it. You also don't need to have the episode number for the pilot. So like if I were to look at any of those things again, the only one that actually shows, let's look. Yeah, so all pilots usually don't have a for the most part, pilots don't seem to have any form of episode number because pilots are an unofficial episode unless made official by the creator. In this case, I'm gonna say it's a pilot, but it's really not. It's more just episode 1. I'm making this like for sure. Like, you're not stopping me. I'm doing this no matter what. I don't care if I don't get funding. I don't care about any of that stuff. I'm making this. So I'm trying to make this on, really tight money, but I am making it. No way, I'm not. The only thing I should need to actually pay for when making this is going to be voice actors. So I'm thinking maybe we do something where our protagonist is scared. I can't tell you like the contents of the first episode really too much. I just did not spoil stuff. But a lot of the first episode, the main character is pretty scared and having a lot of panic attacks and stuff. So I'm thinking maybe we have Ashley just like kind of like this. Like maybe we have her hand up a bit, like so. Okay, that hand looks almost grotesque. Okay, hold on. Maybe we fix up the And then shorten up the fingers a bit. They're a little long. The hand looks really weird. Maybe we can change it to a fist. Everything looks weird. What is wrong? What the? Sorry, I'm just now realizing my neck is tiny. Okay. So this looks all wrong. This looks horrible. Um... Okay. Okay. Oh my god! Oh no! She looks awful! No! Ashley, my girl! Hello? Oh. I was like, why is my eraser missing? I was trying to find my eraser. Alright. I'm thinking, hold on, we're gonna move her. I was originally going to have it, so then we're gonna actually. Horizontal. then we have her bigger. She's in. There we go. Next person. We're testing this out. We're seeing what we like and what we don't like, you know? Obviously the thumbnail will probably change by the time it's out. By the time my thing is out, I'm probably not gonna like this thumbnail, but I might try to recreate it, you know? What's a cool pose? I need like a cool pose, something that's not like... Alright. Those are beautiful hands, but that's partially wrong with the hand placement. Okay, we're actually gonna have it so we're gonna make a hand over here. Alright. Victoria's covering her mouth. There is a direct reason as for why I'm having her cover her mouth. Originally, I wasn't going to have a reason behind it. Well, not a reason, but I think it does make sense. Alright, and then... She is very sharp. She's a very sharp person, but also... No, that feels too feminine. Hold on, maybe we should make her eyes first. I feel like her hair is making her way too pretty looking. She is a drunk alcoholic. Even though she has pretty hair, we have to remember that. I feel like her hand is not placed well enough. Like, and I think it's because of... Wait, does Ashley have her hair going one way? Oh, she does have her hair going that way. Okay, so Victoria's hair should probably follow the same path. Okay. There we go. I don't like her arm. I don't like her arm. I just don't. Like, her hand just looks weird. I don't know what we're gonna do for her hand. Maybe we can fix it. that's not right. That's better. For reference, Victoria is is a veteran. She is an army vet. So she is a pretty cool individual. If you guys wanted to know. So she's pretty cool. She's trained in combat and everything. She's just an overall cool person. She can be pretty... She's very not anything. I don't know how to describe that, but... There. So then Ashley's there. And then we need to fix Victoria, because Victoria is supposed to be next in line. I'm kind of going in order of, like, importance to the story. Kind of, like, who's, you know. If we had to choose on who's a protagonist within the four of them, who would actually be the protagonist? Her eyes are a little bit just too... Alright, cool. Victoria looks badass, I'm gonna say it now. She looks awesome. Oh, now that I think about it, maybe the background should be 3D. Oh, that would be so nice. So then people know it's 2.5D just from the thumbnail. So some people, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, next one. Marcus! Marcus is next. I don't know how I want Marcus to stand, because I like how they are looking off to the side. But I kind of want the others to be looking elsewhere. Like, here's the thing. The common thing is that they're all looking to the side. The issue is that I don't want Marcus and Czar to be looking at that side, because there's also going to be another figure up here, I think. Either another figure up here, or it's just going to be in general. Maybe I'll have him... I'm trying to think how I want this to go. Because, like, so in order for, like, a good, like, form of sense of unity within this, within the, thing, everyone needs to be looking the same way. If we want a good sense of unity when it comes to this type of thumbnail. Maybe we'll have him looking at a book. Books are kind of a core part of the story. And a part of his character. Books themselves aren't really a core part of the story, but I more mean... I can't really talk about it, but you get it. Okay. Let's try having him look at a book. He's gonna be facing the same direction, but he's gonna be looking at a book. See if we can even draw his hand holding a book. His hand would kind of be like that. So I'm trying to think of how you hold a book. No, no, ah, sorry. My screenshot button. I accidentally pressed my screenshot button. There we go. I feel like the thumb is extraordinarily long. No, I can't draw that hand. So... Oh, maybe he'll be looking back at them. Because something's up. Because he thinks that something's up. There we go. Okay. I'm sorry if it's so quiet. I'm very locked in on this. his hair... I'm just gonna do the outline of his hair. His hair isn't this. Marcus has braids for all of this. All this area is outlined of his braids. So I'm just gonna outline where his braids are. Okay. Oh, maybe he has his book in his hand. Instead of, like, not like before, but like, kind of like this. Maybe he has his book in his hand instead. And so he's, like, grabbing onto the book. And then there's book. Book. Okay. Let me just... I like that. I'm gonna add that. Just let me... And then the book would be here. I actually like where he's sitting for that. That's pretty nice. I think the one thing we have to do, I think we have to have their eyes all kind of on the same level when they're going down. So... like, I can move them wherever I want now. But... it's like, if I were to make a line right now, we still have one more character to draw, by the way. If I were to make a line, if I can find the line from Ashley's eye to down here. Okay, wait, hold on. So, like, in this case, this means either... this means Victoria has to go down. Or Marcus has to come up. I kind of want Marcus to come up if he comes up. So yeah. So now all the middles of all their eyes match. And I have a good pose idea for... Oh, that's wrong layer. I have a pretty good pose idea for our final person, which is Zara. I'm gonna mark this here. So Zara's probably gonna be posing like a model. I don't know if it'll look weird for her to be in a different angle than everyone else, though. I kind of want her to be in a different angle. Ah, that'll be fine. Like, maybe she'll have her hand under her chin. Like so. It's like maybe she'll have her hand like this. Oh, I gotta move down her boob. Her boob, she is kind of leaning back, but it shouldn't be that high up, I feel like. want to draw her happy, but she's gonna look like she's the villain or something. That's... Her face is giving no. Her face is giving I hate it. Alright. Eyes are weird. Okay. So that's about it. She has a turtleneck on, so she doesn't really, you can't see much up here, gotta be honest. So then if we were to make it so she is not this one. She needs to be smaller and on the line. My main thing... She looks like she's looking directly at Ashley, which is fine because that's actually kind of what her look of concern is for. And her body is turned this way, by the way. She's a bigger person. Okay, so Zar is a model, but she's a bigger person. So, yeah. Long story short, she is, because she is a little bit of a bigger person, it's just, she's a little bit cut off. Alright, let's see what we can do. I'm trying to think of how I want this. It's like, where would we put the text, basically? So like this, I don't have a logo made yet, so whenever we get a logo made, we'll make the logo, obviously. But, name drop, title drop. We have a title drop, guys. Okay. So we could do... head over here, we could do it over here. Over here seems too weighted, which is why I want to do it over here, but now I'm debating on whether or not I should move... oh, nope. On whether or not I should move the characters over, so then... I could move them up. That's not bad. I like that. And then this whole background area, this whole background is going to be either a city line, probably done in 3D. I can draw it in 2D, but I kind of want people to... I'm thinking we have the city in the background. It's probably going to be actually a lot smaller than that. Basically just like little... boop. And then kind of have it... This is interesting. I don't know how to do this. I'm still annoyed a bit by Zara's face. I like Zara's face, but it's putting a lot of emphasis on her. And I don't like how much emphasis it is putting on. Oh, maybe we could swap Zara and Marcus, and maybe they'll take off some of... Because I wanted Marcus to be second because he's a little bit more important to the story than Zara is. But Zara's still important. And I'm not against having her up more. Hold on. Here we go. And then... Nope, she still has a lot of emphasis on her. Never mind. We need the city in the background. I like the city being in the background. I like that. Yeah, I think that looks good. So we would have the rebellious logo, which we have yet to make, which I kind of want to make, honestly. Do you guys want to make a logo? Because honestly, I just wanted to do a sketch. I didn't really want to do a full drawing. I thought that maybe I develop it into a full drawing, but I don't really want to do line art and stuff right now. Do you guys want to make a logo? Do we want to make a logo of Rebellious? I think we should go and make the logo for Rebellious. I think it would be fun. Because we got the thumbnail now. And we just need a logo for it. I think. Let's try making a logo. We're gonna do this by 1920 by 1080. Alright. Now, I learned typography when in college, but it was in Adobe Illustrator, so I can't guarantee that anything through this will be as good because I learned everything through Adobe Illustrator, like I said. Okay, first, we need to change this font. This font is boring. Let's go and change a font. So, the vibe of it's kind of dystopian, so maybe we want some, like, cracks or something in the wording, or maybe we want, like, some sort of, like, unsteadiness to it. We don't want it to be, like, so, like, that is the Avatar logo, basically. That is essentially Papyrus. It's not Papyrus, but it is almost Papyrus. We want something with a little bit of unease to it, a little bit of unevenness. Like, that's too clean. This is too silly, I feel like. Although it does look kind of nice, I feel like it's a little bit silly almost. That feels too much. This is that looks like we're on an acid trip. See, this looks too serious. It's serious, but it's boring. It's like, it gives office, I'm yelling at you in an office vibes, you know? It doesn't give what it's supposed to. Oh, there's the Papyrus. Like, this is boring too. That is too squished. I don't like how squished it is. Also, still feels a little, you know, weird. And I'm not using the Minecraft fonts. Although the Minecraft fonts wouldn't be bad, I'm not using Minecraft fonts. Okay. This feels like it's meant to be... So, with this one, it feels kind of like it's meant to be for, like, an old story. This one, you would more commonly see this type in, like, Aladdin and stuff, but it does definitely seem like older story, like, fantasy story. Which is not this. This is a dystopian future, semi-futurist. It's a dystopian story that's kind of set in our time. These are too nice. The impact isn't bad, but the issue is that it needs to have a little bit of woof to it. I don't know how to describe it. Like, that's too fancy. Maybe... No, that's too squished. Maybe we can... No, that feels too... With the rounded edges, it feels very... I don't know how to describe it. No. I don't mind the Franklin Gothic heavy. No, Demi's too small. No. Forte regular is too hard to read. Elephant regular isn't bad, but it feels too serious. It is a very serious show, but for the pilot, it's not going to be very, like, you know, serious as a whole. I feel like just these couriers. Copper plate goth. I do like copper plate gothic gold. I do like that. Maybe I think we'll use that. I like copper plate gold. Or Castellar regular. Let's try the copper pot gold. Or copper plate gothic. Wait, is rebellious spelled with... I think it's only one out now that I think about it. Let me look up the word rebellious. Hold on. Oh no, it is 2 L's. I was right. Okay. So that's the start. Now, let's think of some things that we can bring together for this logo. We could add a bit of outline to it. So, if I want to add an edge to it, I could make it like a red color. So like Ashley has red on hers, but actually I would like to make it kind of a goldish color. So this goldish color. So we can do that as well. I feel like the gold is like not good though. So maybe we do a dark blue almost. Dark blue is too dark blue, but it is the right dark blue, I think. Okay. So I think we could take... Ooh, wait. Ah, shoot. So the reason why it's blue and gold is because blue and gold... Oh, I'm not gonna say that, never mind. Maybe I should do it in red. Hold on, where's Ashley? Ashley is our protagonist. Ashley! Okay. So, for the Rebellious logo, maybe we could make it so the red is the same red that's on her shirt or her hair. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then there's one thing that I need... Hold on, I'm looking up this reference image. I'm not going to show you guys the reference image because it is kind of spoilers for things, but I need to make like a simplified version of it for the logo. Okay. So I'm thinking we draw this thing either inside the O or we do it as... I think inside the O would be good for a small logo. This is my page, guys. Okay, actually, let's just... We're gonna... Any geography nerds are probably gonna know what this is. But geography nerds who don't know what this is, perfect. I don't want people to figure out what this is yet. If people figure it out, sure. Cool. Hold on. Wait, what? Okay. Ooh. Alright, and then we go out, and then we have to go back in again. Oh, that's bigger than I thought. Hold on. I am not good at geography. Okay, we're sketching this out. This looks like a fetal chicken right now. Kind of looks like that normally, honestly. Okay. Alright. There we go. That is the thing that is going to be in the logo. So if I copy and paste this, there we go. We're gonna make copy go into the logo side. Okay, that was weird. Alright, and then we go down here, and we're gonna... Basically, we're gonna put down into here. And then, ready guys, ready? Oopsies. Hold on. We're gonna use... Get it, ready? Bezier curves! Bezier curves! Okay. Oh, no. Excuse me. Nope. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I have grown... Oh, no. Don't do that. No. Okay, wait, hold on. You can fix it. Nope, that's not right. Okay, hold on. Broski. Okay. Should it? Okay. Sorry, the Bezier curves in here work a lot differently than they work on... Well, not a lot, but a small amount different than how they work on Illustrator, and I'm not used to it. Okay. I used to despise these things. And now I actually see their importance and worth after I took this one class. They are amazing, honestly. Okay, hold on, I need to look at the big one. Okay. Actually, this Bezier curve is gonna go straight up here, so we don't have to worry about that not lining up with the thingy above. Okay. Okay. And then we're gonna erase this bit. Oops. What's happening? Why can't I erase like any of this? Okay, so some of it must be on a different layer. Oopsie daisy. Oh no, did I accidentally? Okay, no, I didn't. Layer 3. Ah, found it. Basically, we go like bam, bam, or sorry, bam. And then we color it in. So this is going to be this goldish color, which I do have the color of this goldish color, but I can't show you yet. Alright. Yeah, and then we could, what do we think about doing like that? No, it looks a little weird. I kind of like it. I mean, it's simple. It's simple, but I feel like it's actually not that bad like that. I actually like it a good amount. What do you guys think? I think maybe we could change the logo a little bit more. Maybe it could have like... I just don't know how the settings in this work really. Like maybe I could add more character spacing or none at all. Actually, I liked how it was before. Could also condense the text and uncondense it. I could turn it into an outline. Nah, I like the 10. 10 is pretty good. I actually really like this for a logo. It's simple, but honestly, simple, it gets it done. It gets it done, honestly. I actually like this as a logo. We're gonna save it and just chill with it for a while, see how we feel about it later on. But I think if I were to take this and... oh, hold on. And did... oh, nope. If I did that... obviously... oh wait, we don't have our little Pangea. Hold on. You guys didn't hear me say that a second ago. You didn't hear me say that a second ago. I realize I just said that. You didn't hear me say that. Where did your top half go? Oh. Here we go. Why is half of you leaving? What? That's why. Okay. Now go. There we go. Also, just boom. Okay. And then we need to color it. Then we add everything, add that, everything back in, including Marcus, for no reason. And there we go. Honestly, I think that looks pretty decent. What do you guys think? I think it looks good. Maybe we could put the logo for Aspire Productions, which is going to be the technical name of the production company doing this. I haven't made it yet, but that's what I want its name to be, and I have a logo already set for it. Alrighty, cool. I think I'm gonna end stream here. I think we had a pretty successful stream. We got a whole thumbnail going and a logo set up, so I like it. I think it's pretty good. Alright. I am gonna end stream here. Thank you guys so much for coming. And I guess I will see you all tomorrow on my other channel. For some Minecraft, alright? Have a lovely day, and I will see you